Hey everyone, it's Randy from DreamyBohemian. Thank you so much for stopping by my channel today. I have a little flip through of the Wonky House journals that I have been working on for you today, and I hope you will enjoy. What I did is, in a recent project, I took these wonky houses that I made out of file folders, and I put them on the front of a couple of journals. Here is my prototype that I did a little flip through on, and I always kind of do a little prototype just to see how it works. They have the tab binding, which I'm in love with. The only thing that I don't love about it is I'm not a huge fan of gator mouth, but I decided to zhuzh these up a little bit and to do some embellishing, and with that I got a little bit of gator mouth. Like, it's not super bad, but it's just kind of not my style. But anyway, the person who wants this journal, so this one is already spoken for, said, "Gator me up. I want mine gator mouthed." And so I was like, okay, I'll try it. So when I started embellishing these, I realized that that's the way that this was going. Of course, that's always the way of it, isn't it? But what happens is with this little tab binding here is, the signatures are pretty close together, and so it doesn't allow for a whole lot of expansion. And so I tried to keep it to a minimal level, but with maximum effect. So here we go. I'm going to flip through each of these. I'm going to do this aqua one first. Just put these over to the side here. And I've got some ombre ties on these, which I love. Aren't they pretty? And I just kind of try to match the colors with what the cover was. So the cover is upholstery fabric, and on the front and the back, and then the tabs are a mix of upholstery fabric and then just some regular cotton fabric. So the wonky houses are on the front of these, and they stick out a little bit because I didn't want the journals to be super tall. I like the Traveler's Notebook size, and I wanted you to be able to see that this was a 3D object. I didn't want it to look like it was just flat to the journal. Now these have several features on them. So I've got some 3D objects on here. I've got a button. I've got a key for each little door. This one has a little bubble on it. And this one is through my window with a little deer on there. I thought he was super cute. And so on the inside, I have little pockets here, and they're full of my jelly plate papers, and then just some regular paper as well. So this is some ledger, some more jelly prints, some more ledger, and here I just put a little belly band of some of Sheila's trim is all throughout here. There's all different colors of papers, and the trim is sewn on with hot pink thread, and I have left all the threads, and I love doing that. If you don't like doing that, you can certainly cut it off. Here's some more ledger and some Sari. This is just a little tab on here. Sometimes I've sewn the Sari all the way down, and sometimes I leave it a little flippy. I just love these color papers. It gives you an opportunity for a background. And number one, it's not boring. It's totally fun to look at. And it's also doesn't make you break a plain page, break that white page. And so it might get your creative juices flowing a little bit more. Here's a pocket, because you can do all kinds of things on these papers. You can write on them. You can add embellishments to them. You can put something on them. You could art journal on these. The paper gets a bit thicker with the paint on it, and it does actually provide a little bit of a barrier for going through to the next page. So that's a fun feature. This is an old French dictionary page. I don't know where I found that French dictionary, but it's really cute. This is just sewn on one side. Some beautiful ledger. Another little piece of ledger. So what I did is if I cut the ledger down, instead of flipping it up to make a pocket, I just used the rest of it, and I think that's a fun little feature. See, here's the tabs. So you can see the tabs on the inside, which I think is super fun. So that's the first signature. And then here's the second signature tabs. I love these thinner saris because I love the bejeweled, but the kind with a little sequins on it and just the little fabric embroidered sari doesn't make everything get so big. Now this is a little more thick on here, and that's what's puffing up this journal. So there's just a little flippy. This is a book that I have, and it's got some cute little vintage pictures in it. I just love it. I love that piece of sari on that kind of fall-looking color there. This is some really old music paper, and I put a little bit of washi down here. I can see I might need to put a little bit up here. It's trying to tear away. This paper is a little bit fragile. So I need to go up there and put a little bit of washi to hold that together. I love coral and pink together. That's my favorite. That piece of trim is so pretty. If you need trims, you just need to contact Sheila. There's another piece of this beautiful kind of glassy green. So pretty. Some of these things didn't come from Sheila. Some are some happy mail that I got that was sent to me from other people. So that's the end of the second signature. And then here's the third with, this is my favorite fabric, that black and white. I love it. Some ledger. I just love these really pretty tiny little pops of color. I love kind of coordinated it with the page, coordinating it. Isn't this pretty? That was I think one of the Klimt stencils. There's just another flip on that French dictionary page. And this dictionary was so interesting because it has a lot of pictures in it. Some more ledger. Look, see how cute these pictures are from this book? I just love these. These pictures are so pretty. In each middle of the signature, there's bead dangles. Some more ledger. Sometimes with the thicker sari trim, I would just put it on one side, and sometimes I would do it on both, but for this one I just did it on one. Now this trim works really well to keep things thin, and that's one of the embroidered pieces. That's one of my favorite trims. I love that. This is actually a little fold-over pocket, so you could put something in there, and there's several of those in here. And this is the end of the third signature. And then there's a pocket here for you to put little treasures in, or a tag, or ephemera that you want to put into here. You can kind of gather that and put that in the pockets so that when you have time that you can work on it. I just absolutely love the sides, the side view of this. And here is Through My Windows beads. Aren't they gorgeous? Little butterfly. These lampwork beads, they come from Sheila. So if you need any beads, you need to contact her for that. So that is through my window. This next one is Sunshines. And there's a little copper piece layered on with a star on the front of that door. I thought that was so cute. It looks like a window. And the typewriter key, a vintage typewriter key with a question mark. And then this has its own little key. There's a little bunny. There's lots of little hidden treasures in these house collages. On the top here, there's a sunburst, and then there's a heart inside, and that's kind of why I put the word sunshines in there. And this is the back. And then her beads are so fun. Love these whimsical beads. That one especially. Gorgeous. Love it. It's so fun picking out beads. Here's the side. And there's that. So I basically used the same fabric for all of the tabs in each of the journals. They were just from different, it was the same fabric print collection. It was just in different colors. So you'll see pinks in some, blues in some, creams in some, a background of this really pretty light blue. So those were really pretty sample upholstery pieces. Here's the pocket on front. This one is, it's got the netting for the background, and it's just so pretty. This is part of a book page that I used. Another book page. And these are just, like I said, the little bottom pieces, the offcuts of the pages, because they were really big. It just gives a little additional interest to your journals. Here's a pocket. Here's some more of that book. See how the just cute little kids and flowers and all kinds of different scenes. And this is a fall scene here. I just love that. Seasons and holidays. And this little pocket here. Isn't that adorable? I just love that book. I've about used it all. This is, I think this was from some sort of a botanical book. Yes. It's one of my favorite colors. I love that. Glass green. I don't know. That's the first signature, and here's the second. Some more of that French dictionary page. This jelly print is, I love doing this. I mush the colors together. I kind of squirt all the colors on a page, and then I roll them out. And I love that kind of marbly look that it gives. Super fun process. If you're new to my channel, I will link some of my jelly printing videos or the playlist down in the description box. And I'll list Sheila so you can get in touch with her for her beautiful trims and beads. Look at that cute little snowball fight. Ledger, and there's a pocket here. The pocket there. Some more of that cute book page. I mean, just look at that. That is so adorable. This is one of my favorite pieces of Sari that Sheila had. I don't know if she has any more of this, but it is gorgeous.
This is a Klimt stencil. Absolutely love this. Those are made by Elizabeth St. Hilaire. And you can get those at joggles.com. Here's another little, oh, did I sew it? No. Oh yeah, there we go. Another little pocket. And this is a vintage or antique magazine. And this paper is a little, I mean, it's pretty sturdy, but like I don't know that I would do a whole lot on it as far as wet goes. French book page. Klimt stencil. The third signature. This is one of my favorite jelly prints. So on the plate, if you put a piece of paper down and your paper is not bigger than your jelly plate, then on the edges there's some extra paint. And I always take a piece of paper and I put it down on that extra paint, and it gives me stripy paper. I love that. I think it's fun. And you're not wasting paint or paper. I don't remember what stencil that was. This is some of that old magazine. The old magazine. Isn't that funny? I don't know what that says. Some more of that cute book page. Little girl looking at a squirrel. Love it. That's another one of those fun mixed up jelly prints. Look at that on that side. So cute. And just a little book page. Oh, actually, that's the magazine as well. One of the offcuts from the magazine. I just put a little teeny tiny little piece of trim on there on both sides. There's some more of that really pretty Sari that I love. Some more of that magazine. Klimt stencil. Mashup jelly plate. Isn't that gorgeous? It kind of looks ombre. French dictionary. And then this back pocket is a dark blue. And you can see it kind of matches this here. And then this is one of the Klimt stencils on the jelly print. And there's the back. And her ribbon, her tie is very pretty. It's got yellow, pink, and green in it. And this is Sunshines. And all of these are available except for this next one that I said originally in the beginning of the video. Eat Cake. This one is already spoken for. This one has more primary colors in it. So the Sari that I used, I actually used red and fuchsia. And here's the side. And you can see the back. See, it's got the red and the pink and the black and the gray and the green in it. Very pretty colors. It's got little babies on the front, and there's her beads. I love how whimsical these beads make the journals look. You know, not to mention they're already whimsical. That's an antique postage stamp there. There's her key and a P for the vintage typewriter key. This one has the flower garden trim here for a pocket. And that was just a mandala stencil. Here's some of that book page with the red trim. This one is a little bit fatter. Dale, off just for you. Some antique ledger paper. I think it was actually 1890 is what this is from. It's a stencil. Look at that. Isn't that cute? And that red kind of ties in with that. Red, red, red.
I love that purple. A cute little boy playing soccer. Look at that. It's like a windy day and she's roller skating. There's that purple again. I just love it. I love purple and red. I know I feel like I'm getting to be an old lady, but I love pink and red and purple and red. It's just, but I love blues and greens too. There's some more of those, the extra paint pages. Some ledger. I love these stencils. I used some gold and then the pink with it. It turned out really pretty. And there I used some coral and some blue. Some ledger. It's the magazine and it has a little pocket. That's the first signature and here comes the second. So you can add, you know, a lot of people have a problem using red. I think red goes with almost everything. It even goes with coral. So it goes with aqua, it goes with purple. Obviously it goes with white, it goes with black, it goes with blue. I mean, you just can't, oh, this is fuchsia. I don't know, you just can't go wrong with red. Some dictionary page. A little offcut of the ledger, and I put 2 different colors on each side, and there's a Klimt stencil. Very dreamy-like. It's a little pocket. Here I layered red and then the kind of magenta and the red trim pieces here. Actually, this was a piece of fabric. Look at that cute little clown lady. Here's a little ledger pocket with a little tab and then a little piece of trim on the front. Some grays. And here is a little flip that I have sewn at the top and then it goes on both sides. So I was going to try and do a bookmark with it, but it was such soft fabric that I really couldn't get it to do anything. And so I just left it as it was. And here's a little ruffle with some bling, and that's on top of the ledger pocket. I love the feel of these papers too. They're so textural. Look at that. What this book is, I think it's called Mothers or something like that, and is basically giving mothers instructions or fun things to do with their kids, some recipes, car games, you know, all kinds of stuff. Like this talks about funny business, talking about how funny kids are. It's just a really cute book. Pocket. This I just left without sewing it because it was so pale. I wanted to leave that like it was. And this little piece is just stapled on here. This is some velvet trim on the ledger. There's another little flip on the dictionary page. This is a couple of different stencils here. I think these are, what are these? These are Lavinia stencils. Where did my bead go? Yeah, these are 2 Lavinia stencils. So I just laid them on the plate together. And I think I may have gotten 3 on there. Some pink and some more of that little peachy trim. And this is the second signature. And into the third. And here is a little fabric flip on the book page, and on the other side there's a little pocket, and that's just the other side of the fabric flip over there to hold that on. This is some music paper, and it's got the trim on both sides. Look at these little guys, isn't that cute? Looks like they're playing
He's blindfolded and having to find them, I guess. I keep losing this bead. It's driving me crazy. Isn't that page pretty? So there's metallic, there's mattes, there's all kinds of finishes on there. I love those pages. There's this Klimt stencil. These are, it's really hard to see how pretty these are on camera. In person, they are beautiful when I use the lighter colors. Here's a big flip on a lighter page. That's a really pale pink, actually. Other side of that stencil, and here's just a little little ruffle that I sewed on. There's some jump rope rhymes for you. Cookies, candy in a dish. How many pieces do you wish? 1, 2, 3, 4. I remember doing that when I was a kid. Jump roping. Look how cute she is. Look at that. Isn't that cool? Some of these I did with different size jelly plates. So there's a little extra space here for writing. And you can put a picture in here. I love this color combo. And look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? There's a pocket here on this magazine paper. This is a French magazine. I don't know if I said that earlier. And then the end of the third signature. And then another one of these see-through mesh pieces of trim that I put on as a pocket. And there's the back. And that one is Eat Cake. And I thought that the peach would go the best on this one. I just love how that turned out. I think it brings out those peachy colors in here. Love it. So what is available is Sunshines. I'm going to tie her back up. And Through My Window. So if you are interested in any of these, just get in touch with me via email or Facebook Messenger, either way. I am Randy Kirby on Facebook, and I will link everything down below so you can just click it, and then DreamyBohemian at iCloud.com. I hope you've enjoyed this little flip through, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Everybody, be kind. It doesn't cost you anything. Thanks so much. Have a great day.